What's up, YouTube? I'm Zero Zeus, and welcome back to some more Dragon Ball Super. And now I told y'all, I think it was around about the time when the special had started, that I was gonna do a video about the special. Now, before I go into that, before I go into what this video is gonna be about and how it's gonna go about, I'm pretty sure you see what's on the screen. But okay, the reason why you do not see the special is because I had a video for complications, like like copyright complications, and I just could not figure a way around it. So I had to leave. Even though I felt so great about the video, couldn't wait to put it up, I had to leave it alone and find another way. And just with that video, it was impossible. But now, since I kind of missed out on that, and I'm kind of super late on that, and I'm kind of late on this, I decided I was going to take the time to make a video and just talk about everything that has happened thus far. Like these last few weeks that I missed, like Jiren versus Hit, and Kava, and Vegeta, and just all that little stuff, and even the preview of next week. So we gonna cover all that. Just work with me real fast. So anyway, now, I didn't really know what to do with what was going on in the background, because at first I wanted to have Xenoverse playing in the background, and I didn't know if that was a good thing, because to me, it's like, I don't know, if you playing Xenoverse, right, wouldn't it make it better if I was playing with the characters that correspond with the characters that I'm talking about, right? And it's like, so this is the only way that I could see it possible. You might see me press play, restart this video over and over again, just because at this point in time in this video, these are the people who I'm talking about. So I try to be a little slick with that. But without any further ado, let's get into what we are here to talk about. This is Jiren. And now this is something, I can't even say I wasn't hyped, because I already knew something was going to happen. And at the time when the spoilers that came out that Hit was going to be eliminated, right? I didn't know. Because I was going through my little internet apocalypse. So it's like, I didn't know anything. I didn't know any spoilers. So I was fresh going in, seeing the episode. There was no spoilers or anything. So my reaction was so crazy when he did get eliminated. But we're going to stop talking about that. We're going to save that to the part of the video when we get there. But anyway, I love how in the beginning, Frieza repays his debt to Goku. And nobody would have ever thought that Frieza would actually remember or even give a fuck about that type of thing. But I guess back in Namek, when Goku beat him and he was going to leave and Frieza was dying, this nigga was like cut in half and all type of shit. But he gave him some energy. It was a little bit, I give you a little bit of my energy, blah, 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 blah. And it's crazy because they had that exact same scene just in the reverse. And Goku isn't all cut up and he has all his limbs and stuff like that. And that's pretty crazy that Frieza is that much of a team player that he do something like that and Vegeta wouldn't do anything like that. It's crazy that, I don't know, he kind of filled him in about the Ultra Instinct thing and everything like that. And he didn't have to do any of that, right? Like, if Frieza, I hate everybody, I hate Saiyans. He didn't have to say none of that. But I guess, like I've always been saying in all my videos, that Frieza is smart enough to know. Frieza is smart enough to know what the fuck is going on. The guy's not dumb. So I just feel like certain things that people thought he was going to do in the past, I didn't think that it was going to happen just because of the way that he think. And I'm happy that it turned out the way it did, because I know Frieza's not stupid, and I don't look stupid because I was right too. So anyway, so after this, you see Frieza give Goku the little energy, and then next you got Jiren and Hit, and they going at it basically. Well, not going at it. Hit is going at it, and don't get me wrong, right? Hit's time skip isn't useless, but at the same time, it isn't damaging Jiren either. But I love the fact that he isn't like Horde immediately. Like, he didn't get played straight out the gate, and he actually tried to put up a fight instead of just getting like immediately blown away like Kale or something like that. And it's like, I just really like how they didn't downplay him in that aspect. They even have the scene where Jiren and Hit stare each other down, just like Goku and him, maybe like in episode 109 or 110, one of the two. You remember when they were both staring at each other neck, and they were really close, and it looked like, I don't know, they were sizing each other up. It's just crazy how they would have the same thing. I'm like, oh, these two heavyweights. I don't know, that's what it made me think about. I thought that was pretty cool. The time skip, again, is getting downplayed by Jiren, and it's like I was wondering the whole time. I was wondering why he kept doing it. Like the type of person Hit is, why would he keep constantly doing that over and over and over again? It's like it has to be some rhyme or reason why. He's just one of them type of guys that he got something up his sleeve somewhere, and it's just crazy and then the way that I guess Jiren reads his movements, which is incredible. Just an incredible feat for anybody. The fact that he's using time skip and he is easily reading his moves. That's one thing. It's one thing to be reading them. It's another thing to easily be reading them. And it's like, don't get me wrong, Hit was doing good. Even though he was outmatched, he was still doing good. Like he even landed a full blow. Like he doesn't have any transformations. I know he got, what is it? His potential? What was it that Hit does? I think he improves as he fights and such like that. And that's cool and stuff. And it's like, but I don't consider that a transformation. I just feel like, it'll be happening and you wouldn't even know what's happening because they don't have no way to basically show you that it's happening. It just is. But in this situation, it doesn't really matter because I guess Jiren is just too overwhelming for him. But the fact that he could keep up, still, I like that. And they could have really, really downplayed him, even though the time skip's not working. It was a reason behind him keep trying to do it over and over and over again, because it definitely had me blitzed. I was wondering why. Like, why would he keep? And like I was saying again, it was just weird that Hit kept using the time skip, even though it wasn't working so much that Jiren even speaks on it. Right? He doesn't even know the lie. Like, what are you doing? Why it's not working and it's futile and all this other shit. And it's like, if Jiren, who never talks, has to tell you that, then it's like, obviously you doing that shit too much. But it's a reason behind why, so I can't even say that. And another big thing out of this little episode right here, too, is the fact that Piccolo finally stands face to face with the other Namekians. That's cool as fuck, too. The fact that he actually gets this, to see that it's other Namekians, even though I'm pretty sure, I feel like he should have known that it would be more Namekians than just him. But hey, I just feel like, hey, maybe he should have known that already, given the fact that it was Saiyans too. It was Saiyans, And I wonder, is that little theory where it's like, oh, the Namekians, since the Saiyans in this universe is good, are the Namekians evil? Or don't get me wrong, they had like they little looks while they've been fighting Gohan and all them, but it doesn't really look like they might not even be evil at all. You never know. But yeah, I just thought that was really cool that Piccolo actually gets to see these niggas, stand in front of them, really notice that, oh, there's more Namekians here. I'm not the only Namekian in the tournament. I thought that was cool. I guess that's cool. But I wonder how they could keep up with Piccolo. I don't know anything about like their strength or however, that goes any. But judging from Universe 7 Namekians, and I know just because they're the same race doesn't mean that they're the same, right? But Piccolo is way above the average Namekian. It's like he's fused with merge, whatever type of word you want to use. He's done it before with other Namekians, and I feel like that places him above, the average Namekian. So if those Namekians are like the ones from Universe 7, then I feel like it shouldn't be that big of a difference, right? They shouldn't be able to keep up with that man. But and then like I don't know. That's crazy. Like Gohan too, on his behalf, he fused with Nail and Kami, and I don't know what do they. I would really love to see what those races in that universe have going on. That'd be crazy to see. And another thing that I thought was cool is the fact that even though Hit was outmatched, he still had like a little trump card. He was using the time skip for a reason, like I said before. Like that little bitty shot you just seen right there, where he like kind of, I don't know if you want to call it air or whatever, but whatever that was, whatever that key was, it was a reason behind it. And you would think, oh, it was just a useless blast, or like it was something that wouldn't help. But little did we know, it was actually setting this all up so he could restrain Jiren using time. That's amazing, but I feel like in this situation, some type of team attack would have been in order, especially since Jiren could still move. It's like, while he had him restrained, I understand that Hit told them not to, and Hit is like, big homie, he's the strongest person they got, but you all still should have made an effort. Even if it didn't do anything, I still feel like they should have made an effort, because he shouldn't have been fighting, the Titan alone is what I feel like. I don't know. That's pretty crazy. Like, and even Hit's last minute strategy isn't enough. Hit decides to risk it all with this one little cool ass purple key blast. I wish it was in this, this preview. I would just show you that shit is cool. And I guess he realizes that he's not gonna be able to hold Jiren until the end of the tournament, which would have been smart. That was a smart way to think about it. I can't beat him. At least let me beat him in this way. But I guess it wasn't gonna happen, so he tried to, risk it all basically, and it didn't actually work, which was, I guess that was expected though, right? But Jiren stops the attack with his glare. Again, this nigga with his eyes. This guy with his eyes just staring down the blast like he can barely move. His eyes light up a little red, a little bit, twinkle a little red, and then just stops, hit in the middle of what he's doing. And that's crazy, man. At the same time, while he's doing this, he's stopping this with his glare. He's still withstanding being bind by time, right? He's still withstanding that, and he even moves his hand and crushes the key blast at the same time. And I feel like that's pretty cool. At least, in my eyes, it was pretty cool. Let me see, what else do we got here? And then, like I said, he stops the attack. Jiren crushes the attack, like literally grabs it with his hand and crushes it without even giving him any time to breathe. Sends him flying, right, with a glare. Without a second to lose, sends him hurtling out the ring with like this really dark red key blast. Like, how his key looks, is like all really, really red, like kind of like the Dragon Ball, the ball sign in the Dragon Ball Super insignia right there. But yeah, I just felt like out of all the people to get eliminated, you would eliminate Hit. I know it's like I shouldn't be dwelling on the fact, but it's like, what the fuck, dude? Hit? That's retarded. That's why him, and we kept people like Master Roshi in for hella extra episodes for him to make whatever type of impact on the people they wanted him to make. And it's like, he could have been out, but I don't know. And then it's like, Brienne, really, dude? We got to deal with her, but we can't see Hit anymore because he got knocked out. It's like, and they didn't even knock Goku out, which Goku's my homie. Goku's my favorite. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy they didn't knock him out, but it's just like, I felt like they should have kept him in. It's plenty of, like, Kale, way weaker than Hit. I'm pretty sure, way weaker than Hit. And she got hit the same way, and she didn't fly out. For some reason, they need to keep them. But Hit, he has no more use in the tournament, though, right? And another thing, Champa with that, that little uplifting attitude, right? Like, the way he was acting, you would expect for Champa to be fussing him out and angry at the fact that he had got eliminated. But I guess, certain situations will make people act a certain way. And anyway, this is the end of the video. I've been Zero Zeus. This has been like my Dragon Ball Super discussion, reaction, analysis, all those things in one. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching and, coming back after me just being gone for so long. And, it just seemed like I just up and just left things hanging. But we back now. I don't plan to leave anytime soon, and I might be a little bit late uploading this video, but I had to do a whole lot to make it. So just bear with me. And I still got to do like editing and all that other stuff. But we're going to try to make it as fast as we can. And I'm going to still put it up here today, even though my regular uploading time is supposed to be 7, 8 o'clock. But hey, we'll see what we can do. But